if you're at a point in life where you don't know where to go, where you know that the path you've gone down is not the right path for you, then, dude, what a fucking gift. Guys, life is so good. Life is so good. Let's go. Good fucking morning. Clearly it's a good fucking morning. You know what makes this a good morning? Why I even feel this good? It's because I do hard shit when I wake up, okay? I don't wake up and sit on my fucking computer. I wake up and I go run. I ran 10 miles this morning. And have you ever heard David Goggins say how the first 5 miles is always the hardest? It literally is. It happened to me exactly like that today. The first 5 miles were fucking hell. My legs were hurting. I could barely go. I could barely go fast. I was just cruising, just trying to get through. I thought it was going to be like that the whole time. And literally like 5 miles in, I just started zooming, dude. I started feeling good, started feeling light. I only set out to do 7 miles, but I ended up doing 10 because I felt fucking great. So, point is, you just have to start. You just have to start moving, and everything else will just fall into place. Or not even that, but you just start to feel better once you get moving. Once you get that momentum going, you will feel better. Even if you don't know where you're going, okay? Which is what I want to talk about today, because I want to talk about why being lost is actually a good thing and why you should actually want to get lost, okay? So, here's the thing. A lot of people think that getting lost is bad, right? They don't want to get lost. They want to have everything figured out. They want to know exactly where they're going. Whether that's in life, what they're doing, what they're working on, their career, their job, or maybe it's just like a trip somewhere. They want to plan everything to the fucking T, to the detail, right? And of course it's good to have an idea of where you want to go, but you shouldn't be scared to get lost. In fact, you should want to get lost. Being lost is a great opportunity, because what does being lost even mean? It means you have no idea where to go. Like, you could go up, you go down, you go left, you go right. You can literally go anywhere, and you don't know which direction is right and which direction is wrong. And some people might think that's super scary, and it kind of is if you think about it, but you're never gonna know which direction to go unless you just choose a direction, right? So if you're lost, and let's talk about macro here, you're lost in life, you don't know what you want to do. Maybe you thought that what you wanted was to be a lawyer, and now you're in school studying law, or now you just graduated and you're on this path to get a job, or you have a job, and you're like, dude, this is not what I want at all. Like, I thought this was the way, but now I'm here and I feel like shit. I feel lost. I don't know where I'm going. This is not what I want to do. This doesn't feel right. And I have no idea where to go, right? And maybe you quit your job. You're looking for something else and you just don't know where to go. This is a great opportunity, because you went down a path, you went down a way, and you found out that wasn't the way, right? And what sucks about these big life decisions is that ever since we're young, we're told, oh, once you're 18, you have to pick what you want to do for the rest of your life, which is fucking crazy to think about. How do you know what you want to do for the rest of your life at 18? How? It makes no sense. So what people end up doing is they go down a way, they spend 4 years, they spend 100 G's on a degree, and now they feel like they have to do that thing, right? And there's so many people that are stuck doing something, and they continue to do it because of all the time that they put behind it, right? But imagine that you just say, fuck that, I don't care. That's what I did, okay? I studied engineering. I was working as an engineer for 9 months, and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to do this, and I didn't know what direction to go. So here's the thing, there was like 50 different things that I could have done. At this point, I was lost. I ended up stumbling upon this copywriting thing, and I was like, yo, this sounds kind of cool. I can just learn how to write online and start making money like ASAP. So I was like, bet. And here's the thing, when you're lost and there's millions of ways to go, you kind of just have to pick one, right? You're like, oh, that looks interesting over there. There's like a cool plant that way that's catching my eye. Like, let's go check it out. That path looks cool, right? This literally applies to when you're traveling. Like, I do this all the time, but I'm talking macro here. That looks interesting. So you just start walking that way, right? And you start walking that path until you either find out if that was the right way, or maybe it's just a dead end and you're like, shit, that's actually not the right way, right? Or maybe you start walking down that path and then you see the road split in two again and you're like, holy shit, there's another path over here that you would have never found if you didn't start walking that original path, right? It's kind of like what's happened to me, okay? But let me go back a little bit, because being lost gives you the opportunity to find your way, right? If you pick something, like I said, you just have to pick something and you just start doing it, then you're doing it, right? You're going boom, 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 you're doing that thing, and then eventually you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Or you're gonna be like, actually, I don't like this, right? So then maybe you go back to where you were, but now instead of having all these options to go straight, left, right, back, you already went left and you know that wasn't the way. Now you know it's not left, right? So now you can go right, and then you do the same thing all over again. You go right, you keep walking, you're going down the path, oh man, that looks kind of cool right there. Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh, I like that. You're still learning things. You're still seeing things that you would have never seen if you had not gone down that path. And maybe you're like, dude, I actually really like this about this now that I tried it, but I don't really like that about that. So this is cool. I learned a lot, but I don't know if this was exactly the right way, right? So then you go back to where you started, but you don't actually ever go back to where you started, because now you know new things about yourself, about life, about what you like, about what you don't like. And now when you go back, you see all the paths you can take, and you look and you're like, wait, well, that path looks a little bit similar to that one, and I know I don't like that, but I know I really like that about that path, so actually I'm gonna go down this way because that actually looks like the right way. So over time, you learn all the things that you like, you learn all the things that you don't like, about the different things you've done, about the different things you've tried, and slowly you start narrowing down what it is you actually want to do. So that is why being lost is so powerful, and why you should embrace being lost, and why you should not be scared of being lost. The only way that being lost is bad is if you're lost, you're here, and you see all these paths you can take, and you're like overwhelmed about all the options, so you don't do anything. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna get on the ball and fucking cry and just keep doing what I'm doing because I don't want to risk going down this path and it being the wrong path, essentially. That's when being lost is bad, because you're not taking advantage of this huge opportunity to find a new way. If you're at a point in life where you don't know where to go, where you know that the path you've gone down is not the right path for you, then, dude, what a fucking gift. What a gift that is, because it allows you to get clear with yourself about what you actually want, and it allows you to try new things. It gives you the freedom to just do different things and just follow your curiosities to see what actually brings you joy, what you actually like to do. And And you're not going to find it by sitting around. You're going to find it by trying different things and by doing different things. Eventually, you're going to come around and be like, holy shit, I like this about this. I like that about that. I like this about this. So I'm going to go this way. And then you know which way that you're going, right? And then sure, eventually you might get lost again. And that's totally fine. But every single time that you're going down a new way, you're going down a way that feels right, then you're ultimately going to be getting closer to the thing, to the life that is meant for you. And like I said, whenever you're lost, you're giving yourself the opportunity for life to give you things that you could have never imagined or never expected. This is what I do when I travel. I never plan 2 steps ahead, ever. I never buy a round trip anywhere. That is the worst thing you could do because you're limiting yourself what can happen, right? You're limiting yourself the possibilities of finding things, of things finding you, and of just going with the flow. Book a one-way ticket. Maybe just book a place for a few weeks or like a month, and then just figure it out. Don't have an itinerary of where you want to go. Get there, talk to people that live there, ask them what's up. Yo, what's cool around here? You know, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, they'll fucking gladly help you. Or you just start walking on your own. Just take a different turn. Go down a fucking windy road. Go explore. You're gonna find things on the path that you would have never expected or imagined to find. And that is why being lost is so beautiful. And it requires you to start listening and tapping into your intuition. Over time, you're going to develop this trust in your own intuition because when you're going to be walking down a path and you're going to see like 2 ways to go and you don't know which way to go, one of the ways is just going to feel more right. It's going to be like, it's this way. You're just going to have, it's going to be like an instant feeling that is the way to go. And if you're tapped into your intuition, then you're going to go that way because it feels right. And 99% of the time, that is the way you're supposed to go. And once you can just start to really tap into this and to really trust your intuition, to trust that inner feeling that is guiding you, and then you lean into that, and then you get the confirmation after you do it, and you find and discover the beautiful thing. You realize that was the right way, then you're going to be like, holy shit, my intuition knows, right? I don't have to know if that is the right way. I don't have to have everything figured out because I can just do the thing that feels right, knowing that really is the right way. So eventually, after years and different situations of being lost and listening to your intuition and realizing that is leading you down the right path, you're gonna have one of the fucking best intuitions, and somebody could be telling you, yo, it's actually this way, but you feel in your fucking heart that it's actually that way. And they're telling you it's that way, and you're like, why is it that way? I feel like it's this way. Then you're not gonna listen to them. You're going to listen to yourself, and you're going to go that way. And that is going to be the right way. You know. Because you know, okay? And nobody can tell you otherwise. So, get lost. Book a one-way ticket. Go out into the forest and on a trail and just start walking. Just see where life guides you. See what comes your way. Don't have everything figured out before you do it, okay? I've talked about this before. Before I left to Argentina this year, I didn't know why I was going. I just knew deep down that it was the right thing for me to do. That it was gonna help me grow and step into who I am. And holy fuck it did. Dude, I mentioned this before. The first day I met this girl, ended up dating her for 4 months. It was the most beautiful thing. And it taught me so much about myself, about the women that I want to be with good values, with good morals. And ultimately, it's brought me to here right now talking to you and sharing this, because I wouldn't be who I am right now if I hadn't just followed that gut feeling and been through everything I've been through. That's led me exactly where I am right now, which is just fucking crazy, dude. I was lost when I was in Austin before I went to Argentina, but I was just like, dude, I don't know why I gotta go to Argentina. I was lost when I left Argentina. I was fucking lost. I had just been through this whole fucking thing. It was like going through a heartbreak, and I didn't know where to go. And deep down, something told me that I had to start making content on YouTube, and I had to start fucking running this shit up and sharing what I've learned and what I know and inspiring other people and putting everything into creating the life that I want. And that is what I'm doing now. Okay? I'm using everything that I've learned over the past 16 months of going down the copywriting thing, and then realizing that I don't really want to be doing shit for clients. It's like another job. Sure, I have way more freedom and it's fucking awesome, but that's not really the direction I want to keep going. So I went down that direction, but now I'm using everything I've learned about myself. I realize that that stuff doesn't really fill me up, and now I'm going a different way. You see, being lost is good, and it gets you closer every single time to what you're supposed to do. So, I hope this fucking helps, dude. I really do hope this helps, because most people don't want to get lost, but being lost is actually such a good opportunity. So, get lost and find your fucking way, baby. Let's go. And if you have no idea where to go, what to do, where to start, then get my Freedom Blueprint, because I literally outline there like 12 different things you can do, including copywriting, how to get started, how to find your first client, which is really not that hard. One of the homies, Brandon, that got my Freedom Blueprint, in like 2 days got like 2 clients just from doing what I said. So if you don't know where to go, and making money online piques your interest, makes you curious, then get my Freedom Blueprint, because it is literally the blueprint to quit your job and start traveling in 60 days and replacing your income. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So get the blueprint, sign up to my newsletter, where I send more lessons like this straight to your inbox. So that is it, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my spiels, my rambles, and get fucking lost, baby. All right. Later, motherfuckers.